Hello, YouTube community. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today is a very special day because I'm so excited to share with you. I've only got a few books, but one of them in particular is very special because it is a book that is on my top 10 2018 wish list. So if you want to see which one it is, come on back after the short video intro. Okay, see you soon. Okay, welcome back. Comic Sniper here, along with my trusty sidekick, Mark III. We welcome you guys to my channel. And again, like I said, today is very special since I've only have a couple of books to go over, but one of them, again, is on my 2018 wish list, so I'm going to be able to cross off another one off this list, and I'm very excited to do so. Okay, but first off, before we dive into this one, I just want to share with you a couple of books that I picked up that I was able to strike a deal from Instagram. If you guys don't have an Instagram account, I urge you to do so. There's a vibrant and strong comic book community there, and so you can strike up deals to buy, trade. There's raffles, there's all kinds of things happening. It's very involved, and there's a lot of sharing going on. Whenever news breaks, definitely gets on there real quick, like really to the minute. People are fighting to be one of the first ones to break the news to the comic book community. So if I urge you guys to make sure that if you're not already currently on Instagram, find your get on there and start searching for the Instagram comic book community. There's lots of really credible, really good guys out there. And if you're kind of scared, of course, I understand people are hesitant to make deals on there to buy that kind of stuff. Just make sure that they've been around for a while. They've had a lot, multiple posts. You can even ask for references, that kind of stuff. People ask me for reference from our previous deals, and I've done the same for other people. And you know what? I have no problem giving references to other people as long as if I've done a deal with them in the past. So that gives people credibility, and definitely and that way you can feel safe about doing business with some of the people out there, so you don't get bitten by somebody who's not intentions are not that good. Okay, so with that being said, just a couple of things, nothing too major from from Instagram, but one of them that I picked up was, this is just absolutely fun and hilarious. Check this out, guys. This is there you go. So this is Alf number 48. I saw one of the guys displaying this, and I just reached out and said, hey, if that's for sale, buddy, I'd love to make you an offer on it. So we talked, we went back and forth. It's not the highest grade, but how can you resist this? It's one of the most hilarious covers I've ever seen. I loved Alf growing up, and it's just to see, when I first saw this, I thought, man, that's just too funny. And I thought, oh man, I'd love to have that in my collection. So it turned up that somebody was willing to sell it, and here it is. So yeah, you can make up your mind on how this event happened, or how did they even pass this, right? So for Marvel Comics, it's just too funny. Okay, so that's one, and then the last one I got from the Instagram comic community is, struck up a deal for this bad boy. This is Uncanny X-Men number 134. This is the first appearance of Dark Phoenix, especially now that her movie is about to break, the Dark Phoenix movie. That's coming up pretty soon, actually. So always good to have this book. It's not like 9/8 grade. There's a pretty good size miswrap. Check that out. See how much white there is there, and then nothing there. And of course there's a bit of a stain right there. But aside from that, the colors are really good. There's another stain right there, just a little dot. I haven't had a chance to work on this book yet. Might see if I can get that off. But aside from that, there's just a little bit of yellowing, crinkling up along the edge here. You can see the or maybe right there, a little bit of crinkling. So yeah, and then of course that corner needs some work. There's some right there. Check that out. So aside from that, I mean, I'm pretty sure I can work on this book and give it you know, fix a few of those issues. But anyways, that's all I got from the Instagram community. So without any further ado, let's go back to this list. This is for those of you who don't know, this is my top 10 wish list that I was hunting for in 2018, and let's run them down. It's basically number 10 was DC Comics Presents number 47, which was one of the first ones I picked up. Number 9 was Adventures 57. That's the first appearance of Vision. Batman 251, a Neil Adams cover, which I still don't have, still searching for that one. Amazing Spider-Man 33, I have a couple of copies of that now. Daredevil 168, I got a graded copy of that one. Fantastic Four number 1, oh, that's a tough one. Some of these are going to be really tough, if not impossible, but you know, I thought I might as well put them on there anyways. It doesn't cost me anything to dream. Okay, Amazing Spider-Man number 50. For whatever reason, I have now 3 copies of that. not in like super high grade, but they were just too good of a price to pass up. So I couldn't find one all last year or the year before that to save my life, but for some reason they all showed up this year. So great to have that on there. Number 3 is Detective Comics 359. That's the first Batgirl, and then number 2 Giant Size X-Men number 1. That just came recently. So happy to have that. You know, I got rid of mine just early last year or late last year, and kind of regretting it a little bit. I got such a good price for it, so it's you know, hard to really regret it, because but I'm glad to say got it back in my possession again. And of course, number 1, it's probably number 1 on everybody's wish list, Amazing Fantasy 15. That's a Hail Mary. Yeah. If I ever get that, if I do get that this year, it's gonna be a minor miracle or a major miracle, and you'll probably see the table shaking and stuff as I try to do this, because it's gonna be a pretty good one. But anyways, that is my list. You can see the ones that I've gotten, see the ones that are left. We've only got 4 left, number 8, number 5, number 3, and number 1. And one of those is gonna fall off the list today. And this is it. I'm just gonna take it out of the bag so it doesn't create too much glare. Here it is. Check this out. Let's see if I can just gonna give it a little bit of a, there it is. Check that out. Of course, I'm talking about Detective Comics 359. This is the first appearance of Batgirl. This comic has really been eluding me lately. I sold my copy last year. It was a really rough copy to begin with, but somebody made me a really good deal on it, so I couldn't pass up you know, selling it. But knowing that you know, this is such a big grail, and always on the lookout for a copy of this in any condition, guys. You know, I'm not one of these 9/8 snobs who, you know, if it isn't a 9/8, it's not worth my while kind of thing. You know, to me, just to having it in my collection is a big deal to me. So that's why I want it back, and I'm not against having a lower grade. As you can see, well, this is a PGX 4.0, and if we take a look at this a little bit closer, you can see some of the major defect is a tape pull right there, and it's got a bit of a crease there. Of course, in a lower grade you're gonna get spine defects. That's to be expected, but as you can see, the rest of the book is pretty darn good. The back too is pretty, you know, except for a little bit of dirtiness, and which if I ever wanted to, I can crack this boy out. The staples on this is pretty tight looking. Nothing looks to be pulled. There's not even a lot of there is a small tear right there, about 3/16 inch right there, and some sort of smidging right there. But aside from that, not too bad. I don't think we're off the grade too badly here. So yeah, I don't think a pressing or cleaning is really going to do too much for the grade. So that's pretty much the maximum grade that this thing can get. But regardless of whether it's a PGX, CBCS, or CGC, I'm not partial to any one of them. Like I said, that's why I don't mind buying PGX. For some people, they, you know, I don't know why they have loyalty to any brand. That just shows that you know, you're limiting yourself. But guys, that's to each his own. I don't mind how people collect. For me, it just if for those of you who do that, it kind of just opens up my my world to be able to pick up something like this, especially for cheap, since people don't, you know, will stay away from some grading companies for whatever reason, to their own. But for me, I just use it as a kind of an advantage, so that I can pick up books a little bit cheaper and maybe pounce on that. And that's how I was able to get this. So and very happy to have it for the price I paid for it. I think I got a great deal. So let's do the ceremonial crossing off of number 3. So here it is. Oh, let me just there it is. So 7 down, 3 to go, and it's they're big ones. The Batman 251, I almost had a line on it. There was a couple that I thought was a pretty good price, and I did put some bid on it, and there was one that I sent an offer for. I thought it was an okay at I think the grade on it would have been about a 5, and you know, at first I gave a kind of a lower bid just to feel them out, and then came back with a you know, a counter offer that was a little bit, you know, not much of a counter offer, if anything. I hate some of these guys who, you know, they put on their best offer, but they won't come down anything. It's like, then why did you put, you know, why did you ask for best offer if you're not willing to come down off of your original price, right? Because basically all you might as well have done is just put a buy it now price with no counter on there. Because if you put an offer available, guys, all you're saying is I'm willing to take it for less than what I'm buying it now for. Okay, basically that's what you're saying. You're saying, okay, this is not buy it now price, but really I'm gonna sell it lower. So definitely, unless of course you're selling something that's really a major key that you know, somebody just snaps up. And I've had that before too. You know, I've put on their best offer and somebody just went, oh, buy it now, because they, you know, they didn't want to miss out. And you can do that. But regards to that 251, you know, he didn't come down at all. I went up some more, but unfortunately he wasn't, you know, he didn't want to. I don't think he really understood what the open offers area really means. So you know what, it happens, right? So you know, I let it go, but still hopeful. We'll see, maybe in the next little while. I've got that on my watch list. So thank you guys very much for joining this time with me. It is a very special time, definitely for me. You know, these are really cool. From anywhere from, it's not always about you know, big high dollar books and trying to gain monetary amount. Definitely, you know, just for the collecting, just for the fun of collecting. That's why I have this one. This one here, you know, being in touch with the IG community definitely will help, and so that'll get you these kind of things, and of course it'll also help you pick up grails. So guys, thank you very much for watching this time with me. I really appreciate it. And for all the new subscribers, here comes the shout outs for some of my new subscribers, so thank you very much for that. And if you also enjoy this and my other videos on my channel, please subscribe to my channel. You too will get shout out on future videos. Okay, so, and if you, like I said, if you like my videos, if you like the comics that that you're seeing and the content, please hit the like button. That'll tell me I'm on the right track, and that'll keep it going for other future videos. And then for those of you who subscribe to my channel, make sure you ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Okay, and of course, always leave your comment down below. Tell me what you'd like, what you didn't like. Give me some of your grails. Tell me how your top you know, 10 of 2018 is going, whatever top list you have. Tell me how that's going, whether you're on track, you're off track, you know, you're railroad tracked, who knows. Guys, I really just appreciate everybody taking the time to enjoy my channel, along with my sidekick, Mark 3. We thank you very much, and while you guys are out there hunting for your 2018 list, whether you're doing it on Instagram, eBay, local hobby shop, wherever you guys are collecting your comic books from, make sure you guys just enjoy the hunt. Okay? Thank you very much for now. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.